So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And so we stand for the anthems. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So that's got things underway. Wriggles his way through. There they go, hunting in packs. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Great ball if he can get there. He has found the way through. Great hit! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Still goalless.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And that is a little undercooked.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chance to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Oh, what's he done? Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Nicely aimed pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Interest. Shot at goal! It's in!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
The goal scorer after 65 minutes is number 7.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So the
Coming
first
on the
goal
field
of the
is
game.
Look, you can't
12.
deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's had it taken off him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
And we have our very first
number
corner.
17. Coming on the field, number 11. Number 22. Substitution in progress.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And he's on his way! 1-0 as we head towards the end. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, well played, well played.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And he'll shoot here! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Pass somewhat off target.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. A moment of great pride, the anthems. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So that's got things underway. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Distributed tidily. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? He's had a shot! Goal! Mexico! And it's Mexico who take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Mexico have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. So what can they make of this?
Mexico can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Has a goal! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Tries to get it clear. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And he's there to clear it. And there is the half-time whistle. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, smashing header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Oh, that was vital.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 70.987.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, he's gone for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Número 8. Número 9. Número
He's played it
25.
short.
Entran. Número
Oh, well
11.
played.
Número 24.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's had it taken off him.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Mexico certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, está prohibido estacionar alrededor del estadio. Utilicen el estacionamiento proporcionado por el club o cualquier otro estacionamiento privado de la zona.